Hi, I wanted to make a short video about the Vario panniers being stuck. There's not a lot of information on the World Wide Web, but if you do have Vario panniers and you can't get them to change shape, I've persevered a few times at this and I finally found a solution. So first of all, we open it up and we've got to take out a few things. I probably overdid it here undoing the bottom mounting rack. There's really no need to undo that, and it's a bit of a hassle to put it back on, so don't recommend. Now there are a couple of screws that hold the bar that you use to change the size of the Vario panniers, so you can just simply take that out. And then there's a few torque screws on the back that hold in the side panels, the side pieces on the inside that actually do the movement. So basically there's two pieces. There's the one piece that connects to the lid and the back piece that connects to the bike, and they're connected by these gears and levers that push them apart or pull them back together again. So it's I had to go the whole hog here because this side pannier was actually jammed in the smaller side, so it took a bit of effort and a bit more unscrewing of the gears and whatnot to get things to come apart. So you can see here what I'm talking about. We had to, because the cam lever isn't actually exposed, I've had to get in with the pliers, hold a little nut secure, and then undo that screw. Normally, if it's in the outer position, and I'll show you with the other pannier, you don't need to undo these screws. It makes it a little bit easier putting it all back together. And there the little cam gears. There. Now take those off. It's a bit fiddly. That's a number one Phillips. Now to get them apart, I tried a few different options, a few different tools and mechanisms, but brute force in the end. There are a couple of little lugs. They're a bit hard to see black on black, but there's a little lug in each corner that you can just get a bit of leverage on. And so I was able to do that with the pry bar. There wasn't much force involved, but in the end, once it got going, it sort of made it a bit easier. But yeah, you lever it out in each corner, and then hey presto, it pulls apart. So you can see the different parts there. And basically on the mounting side, the fixed side, that actually goes in between two layers of plastic on the door side, and so yeah, that joint there is what needs to get lubricated or cleaned. Some people actually have suggested cutting the inside of that plastic thing in the corners just to give it a bit more flexibility, but I decided I'd just go for cleaning and lubricating this time and see how it goes. So there's no damage there per se. You can see a bit of wear and roughness in the corners mostly, but yeah, it's just a matter of cleaning it all up, getting any little bits of grit out. So we yeah, have a look at all that. I did forget to just mark the alignment of the unlocking lever. Had trouble with that in the past when I tried pulling these apart, forgetting which way they go together. Just some air duster to blow out that area, because you can't really access it. You can't see it's quite deep, so you can't see what's in there. But eventually I decided just to use isopropyl alcohol and just clean it all down like that, and that was quite effective. Now for the right hand side, it's stuck in the outer position, which makes a little bit of a difference. We can take off the cam levers directly because they're accessible, so that saves a step compared to the other side. Now remember to mark that alignment for that unlocking latch, and we'll unscrew the gear arrangements, the gear setup on each side. And because this was actually locked out, jammed in the outer position, it was a bit easier to sort of pull apart once everything was undone. And we go straight into cleaning those edges. The isopropyl alcohol, giving a good rub all the way around, making sure everything's sort of wiped up. Really don't know what it is that makes it jam, but there's just that little bit of dirt. It's worth cleaning out. I also tried just getting in that gap, that triangle gap between the two pieces of plastic on the door side, just to see what sort of dirt and muck I can get out with the isopropyl alcohol. Aligning the gears is really important. They can just jump out of alignment pretty easily, and if you've taken them off, it does take a bit of effort to make sure they're just right. So each of the cam gears with the lever attached, there's probably a couple of positions with the pivot point pointing up, or the pivot point at the bottom dead center where the handle joins. If that's aligned horizontally, then your pivot points are either a top dead center or bottom dead center. But if you align it so that the handle would be pointing right out the middle, then it would be on both of those things would be on the outer side. It doesn't seem to be any markings to help you line it up, so I've just sort of worked that out and marked it up myself. Now we're ready to just take it outside and spray some silicon lubricant on on all the joints, and I'm afraid I didn't video that, but we'll come back and it's all complete and put back together. Now we just have to put the mechanisms back in and screw it all up. The process is the same as the last one, just a matter of getting the gear assembly in, screwing those cam levers on, going around the back and screwing the base plate to the back of the pannier. Do it on both sides. It can be a bit fiddly and might have to come in and out a few times just to align the gears and whatnot. Put the handle back in. And try it out. So it's still a bit stiff, but it'll be a bit easier once it's actually on the bike, but it is actually moving. So yeah, I'd say that's a fix. Just make sure all our screws are tight, give it a bit of a clean, and then we're ready to put it back on the bike. All working again, no problems. Hope you enjoyed that. If you like and subscribe and all those things, I'll see you later.